All right, how's it going today, everybody? THQ here. This is Batzer, and I'm joined with Dirty Saiyan and Review Broly. Say hello, Dirty.
Okay.
Hello, Dirty.
Say hi, Broly.
Hey, what's up, bro?
All right, and
Hi, Broly.
today, Dirty. And today we're going to be discussing Ultra Vegeta. Now, personally, he is leagues. For me, he's leagues above Goku. But I expected that because it's a new rarity. They were just going to test the waters with Goku. Didn't want to overpower him, didn't want to undertune him, but they undertuned him. They didn't give him key parts to his kit. Vegeta, granted, they have some of the same animation. His kit is way better, minus his stupid Ultra. I don't know why they did that, unless they're trying to make the sagas more important or more used. But who knows? But I think with the way Vegeta is, that's a good direction for. What about you, dear?
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think they went really tame compared to what they could have done for a brand new rarity. I mean, you hear about a game dropping a new rarity of character, and you kind of expect it to be above and beyond like the normal character rarities that are already in the game. That I kind of expected with Ultra Goku. And while he does do good damage, he puts in a lot of work. I thought he was underperformed as a brand new rarity. Vegeta, it seems they learned some of their lessons from that, and they made him quite a bit better. Even at 0 stars, he's doing godly damage to people in PvP.
I agree. I faced Joku in a Fred battle with him at 14, and that man hurts. So,
Yeah.
and I've seen him at 0 stars. He hurts. I think they did learn, and I think maybe with the next one, whether it's free or whoever, maybe there will be more balance. Who knows? Maybe they'll be busted. I think they should be more busted than, say, a Legends Limited, just because it's a whole new ring. But we'll see what happens. How do you like him, Broly?
I am with Dirty Saiyan with him. So I do not have 100%. I do not have enough for him, but with when he quit with 0 stars, his blue card is ridiculous on the low units. Like, oh my god, it's been crazy. His green card is really good.
Yeah,
His,
his green card can make a match.
Yeah. And his ult is just amazing, and his entry is awesome.
Yeah, I do love his ultimate animation, or his ultra animation. He enters the battlefield. I think it's really cool.
I do kind of disagree. I don't think that the Ultra units should be better per se than the Legends Limited units. I do think they should be close, but just underneath, like somewhere between sparking, normal sparking and an LF unit. Just because Legends Limited, I just feel like it should be more of a exclusive, hype type of unit. Ultra rarity, just for me, it's like, especially since they're doing free to play, I don't see it as something that should be more powerful than the most hype unit in the game, basically.
I will agree with you on that right now, but I'm talking more along the lines when they're done releasing the free, because I'm pretty sure their next one's going to be our last free-to-play Ultra.
Yeah, I could see that them doing 3 free-to-play ones.
Yeah, and if the rates are worse than, say, a Legends Limited character, yeah, they need to be busted. Because when we have to start summoning for them, they're gonna suck to get.
Yeah, if their rates aren't comparable or better than LF rates when they start doing them as summonable characters, there's going to be no point in pulling for them. Like, at least not like if that wouldn't be the main unit you'd be going for on the banner. You'd, especially as like a normal player, not a whale.
Well, exactly.
You'd be going for other units on the banner.
It's like now with a Legends Limited character, if you're a normal like free to play or not even a free to play player, just say you spend casually, you're not generally going after that Legends Limited. It would be nice to pull, but the pull rates suck.
That's why I didn't go ham on this banner, because like I would much rather dump in a ton of CC on a banner that has units for teams that I main, and hybrids and freaking movies isn't that for me. So me pulling for Gohan doesn't make a whole lot of sense, especially not if I'm, not going deep into the banner like some people are.
Yeah, not at all. Especially since you're GT players, that would make more sense.
I have a I have a handful of teams that I've built up.
I have a handful of teams
and it's a lot of it's just accidental. Like just like over time we got some really good free to play ones. Like what do you call it? Like just from doing dailies and stuff like that is what I kind of mean. But it's more free to play friendly.
Yeah, it is.
Like Super Gogeta and stuff like that. The Green Broly. So I have Super Saiyan teams. I have androids. My GT team is cracked because I spent all the CCs on all of their Zenkais, and I got Gogeta. So, and that's something I wanted to touch on that real quick. I am seeing so many people hate on Gogeta just because this Gohan's, quote unquote better. Obviously, he's better than Gogeta. He has type advantage. 2, they made him broken. It's like I can understand why people are like saying he's not as good, but now they're saying that Gogeta is trash. He's literally not trash. Like, and I prove that every time I go into PvP myself, and I'm just like destroying entire teams because he's so easy to just keep him on the battlefield the whole match with his blast armor and his green card and like a bunch of blue cards. It's really easy to keep your opponent at bay. So I don't understand why there's so much hate going on for this guy right now.
It's because
people are just salty. People are salty because they were expecting Gogeta to be broken, and they made Gohan broken instead.
Well, this also stems back. I touched on this in a video a while back. It also stems back to look at every Vegeta in the game. Annie alone, Gogeta is painful, but obviously the Super Banner had the better value. His GT, yes, if you put in the work with the Zenkais and the CC, it's a good team. Or fusions or whatever. But the Super Banner like Zamasu and Vegeta Blue, especially Vegeta Blue, they can be used on more teams. So that's where Vegeta's better. And if you look at VB, that's where people get mad. VB was busted. Yeah, Future
gets lots of love, and Fusions is off and on in the top of the meta all the time. God Key's always really good.
Yeah.
So those are definitely high value units because they have all those tags. I do agree with you. The Future Banner was higher value for most players than the GT Banner.
I understand where people are coming from with being mad that Gogeta wasn't absolutely busted, but GT tag's not quite there yet. It needs just, I don't know, maybe a Zenkai Blue or a brand new blue that's really good. But
they need a Zenkai Blue and a Zenkai Yellow, and then a Yellow Revival unit specifically, and they're golden. Yeah. Like they're literally up there in the top meta for sure.
Right, but they're not quite there yet. Gogeta, I think later on will prove his use. So if you have him now, good. But now he's not going to be 9 stars, dude. Better do it. But anyways, back to Ultra units. So. I do like the directions they're going with Ultra units. For free units, they're really, really good, especially this.
Yeah.
And I believe the next one will probably be our last free one before we have to start summoning them. Maybe we'll get one more or two, but expect by the end of the year.
I can see them milking it. I can see them milking it at least one more, possibly 2 or 3.
Right.
But beyond that, they're definitely going to start going towards summons for these.
I would expect by the end of the year or at the beginning of 2022 to start summoning for them. And like I said, if the rates are as bad or worse than Legends Limited, they better be the top tier unit in the game. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's like a smaller issue as far as the rates go for like newer, stuff we haven't even seen yet. I think the rates on the banners in general needs to be addressed.
They do.
Like the format for the banners just needs to be changed. Period.
But that's a discussion for another video.
It's not good right now.
Oh, it's terrible right now.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on that. We'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah,
And-
overall, I
and-
do like Fireworks Vegeta.
And I'm kind of I think for me I'm more salty of the fact that they put like 3 or 4 or 5 LF units, and most, some of them being older units on every banner. So when you're trying to pull for that LF, you pull like 3 LFs and you're all hype. You get Broly animations, but they're all old. Like you don't even need them. So you're like, you don't even get your unit
unless they're not Zenkai or whatever.
Yeah, if they're not Zenkai, I mean, there's a couple that are really high value, like getting more stars on Family Son, Kamehameha, Gohan, and getting more copies of like say UI or Gogeta Blue. Those are high value. But like some of the older ones, like Beerus, probably not so much.
But yeah, what I would suggest you guys do: grind those missions, do that extreme co-op, get this man to 14 stars. Even if you can't soul boost him yet, do everything you can for rare medals in the meantime. This man's going to be useful for a long time.
If you're not grind heavy, or if you don't plan on grinding a lot, at least consider getting him to 9 stars, because that's going to be your largest stat boost for the unit.
Right. Even if you just pull him and you say, for example, just do the missions, and you get the PvP rewards, because I'm sure for the next 3 seasons or whatever, or 2 seasons, they'll give 1,000 again. Like they did
at least 2 seasons, probably 3. Yeah.
Yeah, like they did with Ultra Goku. Do that, but get him as high as you can, so you don't have to waste rare medals on it later on. All I'm gonna say is I have a feeling that they are going towards the sagas for a reason. Like Spirit Bomb Goku, for example, buffs Frieza's saga. And I have a feeling that they're trying to make the sagas more used, as opposed to the regular tags like hybrids and whatnot. So
they're trying to make more
stars.
specified teams, I guess, like more distinct.
Get
teams.
the meta more variety than 3 teams. But yeah,
I can see that. The problem is, I think what they're running into is they're making some of these units too good, even though they're only on like a singular tag, like this Vegeta being on, an episode tag, or or a saga tag. He's good, doesn't matter. Like it doesn't. You could throw him on a Vegeta family team. You could throw him on a Saiyans team. He's still good.
right. Like Vegeta family could really use a new purple. Granted, they have the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but he showed his age a little bit. His support's still good, but this Ultra Rarity Vegeta is going to be way better for it.
Yeah, his damage output on the Ultra is going to be, at comparable stars especially, is going to be better, just overall.
Think about what he's doing.
The support's going to be better for the older, Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, but aside from that, you're not getting the maximum bang for your buck out of that guy.
Well, think about this. The amount of damage he's doing at 0 to 2 stars that people have been showcasing him at is astronomically insane. The amount that he's going to do at 14 stars, and he's a completely free unit, is way better. Yeah. So just do it. It's not that hard.
True.
But,
and like, I think, so for ultra rarity units, if we look, they've already done comparable units to the, so the Ultra Goku is like a stand-in for the Red Zenkai Goku, for the Namek Goku, like the old-ass one. This Vegeta is the stand-in for the...
Yellow Extreme.
Yeah, the Yellow Extreme, basically. So, like, these are really, 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 really old units from, like, the very beginning of the game. So if they follow this trend, we're going to see, like, a green Piccolo type UL version. We'll probably see, like, a blue Pan or something like that, if they follow that trend.
If they follow the trend, but what if that's the reason? Like, I know the Ultra Goku, or the Zenkai Goku is sparking, but what if they follow the trend of the order that the extremes were released? Wouldn't that be?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I mean, I think Vegeta's gonna be the special one in this case because they didn't really have. I guess they could have done like the purple Scouter Vegeta, but for Dirty Fireworks, I think it was just better that they did the EX one.
Yeah, that's probably it. I
'Cause-
was just throwing out a question.
But yeah, that's an interesting thought though. Could be a direction they take it. Who knows? They
Yeah, because what if they did a second
consistently
form
do weird
Cell
shit.
one that had a revival mechanic where he came back as a super perfect Cell?
yeah.
That could work.
I mean, we still don't have a lot of transforming units in the game where like they transform from one form to another, like going like base form Cell to second form Cell or second form Cell to the perfect Cell.
I think we're finally headed in the direction of free transformation. It shouldn't be that hard.
If we could start seeing that, I would be a happy camper because I've been asking for that for a long time. Super Saiyan 1 to 2 and 2 to 3.
Well, this might be
Super
busted.
Saiyan 3 to God and God to Blue.
This might be busted, but I had an idea last night. What if, like, for Cell, for example, he starts out in second form, and then you use your first main ability to go into perfect Cell, and then he gets a revival mechanic. He comes back as a super perfect Cell, and then, he gets overpowered from there, but obviously probably won't be busted, but that might be a fun mechanic to add in. Something new with old mechanics thrown in.
That would be a pretty broken unit for sure. Yeah, I agree. They would have to be very careful because I think what they proved with the existing Red Revival Cell, his defenses are low, and it's good that they are because otherwise he would be a monster. Like his damage output after he's transformed, especially, is very good.
Especially at high stars.
Yeah, especially at high stars. I mean, he just puts numbers up there, man. Like, when you pop his ult and you hit somebody with that, if they're not, type advantage with a bunch of damage cut, they're just getting hit so hard.
Alright, so I think that's going to be it for the video. You guys got anything else you want to add in?
No, I think that should be about it for the Ultra Vegeta.
Rolly?
I will say one last thing, however. They've been doing much better with giving us the rare medals, but I do think they still need to do something like a daily login where it just automatically gives you 500 or something like that because
No, I think they need to do a
they're
stage.
really asking us too much to like grind.
They are, so I had a thought on that the other day. I was telling Joku about it. So basically, they either need to put in a permanent stage like the Let's Fights,
Kid Goku.
where
Or
we
Kid
either
Goku,
get
I think.
500 rare medals just flat per day, or they need to reduce the cost of the rare medals for the Ultra.
Yeah, I
Because-
could get along with either one of those options. Yeah,
Because 50k is quite ridiculous.
I think 25 to 30 is more reasonable
It's
personally.
much more reasonable.
But 50 just seems outlandish, to be honest.
Well, if they follow the trend, say that they do it every 3 months, it is hard as hell to get that 50k back in 3 months. Granted, yes, if you do your dailies, on Let's Fight alone, you get, what is it, like 2100? And if they keep the stage in with...
So the Let's Fight is 300 per day.
yeah.
So yeah, if you do it 7 days, it's 2100 per week. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, granted, there are
It's
ways
literally
to
only going to
get-
give you. It's not even going to give you 10,000 for a month.
Exactly. It's ridiculous. But, so, if they added more stages to equal out to 500 a day, that would be fine with me. Or just one flat stage for 500 a day, that would be fine with me. That would only be...
Yeah, I think if they just did like a once daily thing where it grays out after you do it for the day, I'd be fine with that. Just something simple. I'm not looking for something that I need to do like 10 battles a day for something or 3 extra battles every day. I don't care to do that.
Well, especially like...
I just want to skip it and be done.
like with when they become summonable, if they keep up the 50k rare medals, what's the point?
Yeah, they would have to change. If they made them summonable, they would just have to change the way they do the soul boosting. They would either have to make it. They would. I mean, they could. I guess they could keep it the same, and because then you're not going to be spending it on like the Z power. You're only spending it on the souls. I think actually that's probably better a better route to take, and maybe that's why they're doing it this way because they're eventually going to change it to that format.
Maybe, but even then, if you're just spending it on the souls, that's still 50k. That's ridiculous.
Right.
What's the point in trying to pull for him?
I agree. It's too much. It is.
I think they just
especially on top of all the rest of the stuff we have to grind on a regular basis.
Yeah, they either need to up the amount of rare metals we get per day or lower the cost of it. But I'll digress. You got anything else to add, Broly?
So if so this is help people. So how to get them? So like you need to friendship them to level 3 since it's free, you know, and people have a hard time to work to the easy way, but they getting up there faster without wait for tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, don't be stupid like me and make sure you get the mission unlocked before you spend on all the Z power or the souls in the shop. I mean, sorry. So my dumbass forgot about that completely on my main account. So now I have to wait for another like 800 rare metals so I can unlock the damn missions.
Yes. Alright, well, anyways, that'll be it for. Oh, this is. PHQ signing out. And we see you guys later. Bye.
All right, peace.